Hey, yeah, welcome back. Another video. I'm finally back in Ireland with this, my pride and joy R33 GTR. It normally has a cover on it. My brother took it out for a spin a couple of months ago, and then we decided just not to put the cover back on it because the car was dirty. He needed to like detail it and then all that stuff. So there's no longer any fabrication going on in here. That was kind of one of the main reasons why I used to always put a cover on it. And it's nice just to be able to just not have to wash it, but I'm going to wash it today before I start doing anything to it. But yeah, I'm going to go through some just kind of basic stuff that I'm going to be doing to hopefully get it back on the road, get it NCT'd, I have it taxed and insured and all that stuff. Feels the same as it did. So when I was home last, it failed the NCT on a couple of things. Emissions, always a tricky one. Got pretty close, and then also on the suspension. So I've gotten a new set of Maestro or coilovers. Have teens in there right now. I always was a big fan of those just because, you know, they're Japanese and all that kind of stuff, but they don't seem to last very long on Irish English roads. I was doing a bit of research online, and a lot of people recommend the Maestro R for like English roads in the UK, so the roads here are similar if not worse. So hopefully, they say the ride is a lot more compliant, so hopefully that is the case. And then I've also got new tyres, which I'll be showing later. The tyres that are on the car, they came with it. You can see that they're very old, even just from the discoloration, and they've got some like small cracks and stuff on them, so I just want to get them changed out. So in order to take the back seats out of a 33, or the coilovers out of a 33 on the rear, you got to take the back seats out. So you take them two bolts off, and then you can clip out the bottom bench, I think, first, and then you take the top bench off, and it's just to get the parcel shelf off. I'm going to unbox the coilovers, have a look at them, just see that they look right. But yeah, they look correct. They look about the correct length. Yeah, and then once the two bolts are out, you just got to kind of yank. And you take off the bolt here. Over here. 10. Yeah, so back of the car is jacked up. Yeah, and there we go. It's pretty clean underneath. It's been under sealed, schultz, whatever you want to call it, and then the old coil over there, I think that's the bad one. It was all leaking, so yeah, and I whipped that bad boy out and then put the new one in. Yeah, it's a pretty easy take out. You just take the two bolts out from inside the car, one on the bottom. Didn't need to take anything else, and give a nice kick to the bottom, and it just popped out. Yeah, so got the rear in, both sides. No idea if the height is right, so just gonna check that out. It's pretty easy so far, pretty fast. So I've got the two back in now, which is two wheel studs on. Just to guess, I'd say maybe this side is lower. We'll see. So yeah, the job was going well. It's definitely lower than it was in the rear now. It's kind of what I wanted to do, so I'll see how it worked with the new tyres. So I got Federal, what are they, Federal 595 RS Pros in 275 35 18. So I had a 265 35 18 before. and I always wanted to put bigger tires in the car. And so yeah, it's sitting good now. I left when I put the coilovers on. I originally had it kind of lower just to see, and I liked it, and then before I had to put the tires on, I just raised it up just in case. So shouldn't have absolutely no issue on the front. I'm thinking about putting on a 5mm spacer. I'd love to, but the only problem is it's just hard to know how you get away with that. So when I get home, I'm going to drive it up on a load of blocks and try and, you know, get the suspension to compress. I took the tires out last night, the old tires. So yeah, you can see they were not to thread, but they're old. So I can get away with a little bit on the rear, but definitely can go a good bit on the front. The front is way higher than it used to be. So yeah, I'm going to drop the front down and yeah, see how that goes. What I really like about the Maestro Rs is the spanners are good. Yeah, like these are, you know, you actually have to physically slip them on. They're much better than say Teen. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Got some lithium grease the last day. I didn't have any, so yeah, I'm going to be putting that on the coilovers. So yeah, I just put a little bit of lithium grease on collar there. So do the same on the top. It kind of goes everywhere, but I guess it'll be good in the long run. Yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to sit. Nice rake. Yeah, the main thing was to get the front down a little bit, so kind of not sure if I want to do the back at all. Get away with the suspension compressing a little bit. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I really want to go any lower on the back. I love how the car looks. It drives beautifully. Oh my god, the tires and the suspension have solved so many issues that this car was starting to have from sitting up. So the new tires, my god, now the car, like there was noises that I thought were like potentially drive shaft like carrier bearings and all these sort of things, because it sounded so rotational, and vibrations, really heavy vibrations. The tires definitely needed to be sorted, but like it was more the dry rotting as well that I was like, look, I don't want to get a blowout or whatever. But my god, the car drives beautifully. The only thing I will say is the suspension is set to full soft. Does it feel bumpier? I can't wait to get the new headlight lenses on now. There's a way that you can take it. Suppose you take the headlights off without taking the entire bumper off. So you can just take out the indicator housing, pop that out. That'll give you access to the two screws that are actually going upwards from the bottom of the headlight near the bumper bracket.
Skyline's in a shed, so it's a bit of time has passed. I don't know how many weeks it's been. The whole move back home and everything has just been really hectic, but
yeah, you can see the car is like pretty close there, and pretty close here. There's not probably about the same amount of room around the back to walk around it, but you know, it's got a door to get into my house, and you know, it's got a garage door. So yeah, it's close. I mean, when I'm backing it in, I'm pretty much touching the mirrors off here. Doesn't a couple inches, I'd say. Anyway, got a couple more bits to get it ready for the NCT. The wheel is catching.
Can I get it? Oh yeah, there it is. So, see, one of the clips is missing.
That seems to be pushing, making it so that the liner is a little bit further back, because it is a very slight rub and it only happens in very specific situations. So, I'm hoping that I can find a clip. I don't have a box of clips. I'm making a list of all the things that I need to get again.
thankfully I do have a decent amount of stuff. I did used to have a box of clips. Do I still have one? I should actually. I brought one to Canada. A few clips, hopefully that'll do the job. Yeah, I'm having another issue actually, which popped up since the dyno. The ABS light is on the Atessa, I think the 4-wheel drive light is on as well. So the 4-wheel drive is not working. Coding the Atessa is a little bit tricky. So I have had the center console out to see if the G sensor was working, because that is the code that I got. I think I got 61 and 63, which are G sensor related. But yeah, unfortunately, well, I haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's not really the biggest priority. So. So yeah, it's the next morning. The car passed. Absolutely delighted. So yeah, all that work yesterday was worth it. Have the NCT certificate. So the main thing that I was worried about, because it went down last time, it went down on suspension and the headlights. So put new suspension in. The headlights were out of focus, but they had those old lenses on it. The other thing then was the emissions. So I've been struggling with the emissions a little bit. I know my map is just really fuely. I'm not that happy with it. It's really, really heavy on petrol. And it just seems to, it doesn't even, like, it kind of has like cold warm starts issues and stuff. So I don't know, I went back, like, it did just say the car remapped with the same tuner, but I'm not really sure if it's the way to go, or if I need to go with a more modern ECU and a new tuner, and just kind of, I would like to be able to switch between the standard power and the 420 horsepower, because it gets a lot better fuel economy when it's on the standard map. You know, I know it's a GTR, but it's getting pretty ridiculous fuel economy at the moment. And now I think Joe Evenson's doing it there. It's like the needle has barely moved compared to what it normally would. So it's in standard mode at the moment. And this is the car so this is actually my daily at the moment. So that's pretty funny. So I think I showed in the video, you know, Jess got a Mazda. She's driving that all the time. So you know, we've used it to kind of go on longer journeys here and there, but we have used this as well together. So I'm good at, like, day to day, this is what I'm using. So it's been pretty fun, but it's kind of wild. I think maybe it's 3 to 4 times as thirsty. I'd say I'm pretty close to 4 times as thirsty as her car, which is pretty wild. It's so good, just leave it in here. But yeah, so getting the car out is always a little bit of an ordeal. But yeah, you know, shifter cam. But yeah, the car is, it's like just as wide as the fucking as the carriage door basically, so that's always fun. And then there's like a wall right there. It's fun. Yeah, so it is my daily. I'm not looking to buy another car at the moment. Well, I am. I look at Dundee every day. I'm looking at the Japanese auctions every day, but I'm not really looking to buy anything right now. Reason being, everything's expensive, right? So, like, I have this, I can go places in it. I have been doing. We drove it up for our anniversary. It was nice. We drove around a lot afterwards. I do run to the shops, so it is my daily. But I work from home. It's really fun, but like I said, I don't actually like just kind of nip to the shops in it and stuff. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, but I had to kind of make a day of it, if that makes sense. So, alright, so it took €40. I can't actually remember what it was on, but I did do 200k. I haven't filled it up properly. But yeah. Anyways, fucking no point complaining about shit being expensive, but just, yeah, the car is getting horrendous fuel economy. I think I got, well, yeah, it's getting like 13 miles a gallon or something. Like, I was now at 17 litres per 100. But, you know, it's good. In short, life's good. Weather's been really nice.
So I'm trying to fix an issue with the GTR. I think it's quite a common thing. I've seen it on the forum. So these are old cars. This is a 1996, so it's what, 27 years old, and these just seized up. Used to work, and the car's been parked up for a while. They just dried up, and I'll show you how to get them running again. Slip it on, and then that's clipped on there. So yeah, seats now really nice, and a little notchy, but it moves. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna clean up. Got some other random bits and pieces to do.